Hey guys, it's me, Alzagzzz, aka Angelica, here again to bring you some information. And so today I wanted to tackle like mascara, false lashes, like what's up with that? Like how is that? Um, Also, by the way, um, here's one of my wigs. I didn't really put lash glue really. So, sorry, not lash glue, wig glue. Mainly because it's very hard to take off, and usually it also takes off some of my hair from time to time if I don't apply it correctly. So I'm only like using a wig cap right now. But what do you guys think? It looks nice. I mean, I think it looks nice. It's more of a cool tone in comparison. I know I'm more of a warm tone skin type, but hey, this is just for fun, right? Some quarantine things, I guess. Anyway, back to makeup. Um, so a lot of people tend to either, go bareface or they do the full glam. It's a whole spectrum, right? Of applying makeup and how comfortable you are with wearing makeup. And in that, mascara is one of the things that personally I was first introduced to. When I wasn't very good at the full face makeup, I was like, okay, let me focus on like, I guess, basics. So my lips, my eyes, and I think that was it. And part of it was my eyes, right? So mascara can be used to bring either length, volume, or to change the color of the lashes that you were born with. It can help hold the curl of your lashes. If you did curl your lashes before you apply the mascara, or you can do it vice versa. Apply the mascara and then curl the lashes. The only difference is that you have to check the ingredients and the formulation of the mascara to see which method it's more effective. It usually comes in blackest black, or brown, but of course it can come in different colors. Like I think I've seen a red one, a pink one, yellow, blue, purple, lavender. It can be waterproof or not. If it is waterproof, it means that it's harder to remove. It's water wash proof. If you're just like applying, like splashing water to your face, it shouldn't come off if it was formulated well. If you do sweat a lot, if you do if you're going through some emotions and you're crying, even if it's waterproof, it will run from time to time. One of the ways to also remove waterproof mascara is using oil or makeup remover like liquid, or micellar water basically, and just soaking a cotton pad and just leaving it on your eyes for a couple of minutes so that it can break down the mascara. You could also use, like, there are specific cleansers as well that you can use so that you can break down that mascara. Sometimes if you don't cleanse properly, you may encounter the panda eye moment, mainly because the pigment, the black pigment, is all around your eyes, so it creates this like blackened eye effect, or like panda eye effect. So mascaras also come with different brush types, so the brushes themselves in the mascara wand can be different, and it's mainly because they're going to be they're supposed to be targeting different concerns. If you want something more volumizing, typically the wand can either be flat and then the bristles on it are typically long, or the wand itself is thick and then the bristles are more shorter. It's just, there's just different wands. But the main thing will be the formula. That's the main thing you will have to look out for mascara. typically applied at the end of an eye look or makeup look, which makes sense, mainly because if you're going to be doing your eye look, you don't want your mascara to be done before the eyes, because if your eyeshadow is more powdery, if there's a lot of fallout, or basically like the powder that doesn't stick to your eyes is a lot, it can cling to your mascara and it can actually just build up on the mascara, and that doesn't look clean, nor does it look appealing, not to me anyway. And then typically they're kept for 3 months, so that's like the shelf life or the best time period to use your mascara, because again, the mascara is going to be used near your eyes. You don't want anything to happen to your eyes, so always use your products within the recommended time period of it, because again, you don't want an infection, you don't want anything to happen to your eyesight. And yes, some of my recommended mascaras would probably be the Essence 16-hour Curl and Refine, and then the Curl and Hold. I'll make sure to put a picture somewhere on screen. There's 2 different ones. There's going to be the purple bottle and the pink bottle. The pink bottle is more for like volumizing, if you want to thicken your lashes. And honestly, the formula is very good. It's not waterproof, but if it's for an everyday look, it'll pass, and definitely worth your money because it's less than $5 for good quality. The purple bottle is more for extending the lashes, so if you want your lashes to be more, to appear longer, if you want, especially for your lower lash line, if you want to extend your lower lashes, definitely a good mascara. But I would recommend making sure to put setting powder or some sort of like powder underneath on your under eye, so that the color doesn't transfer to your skin or it doesn't smudge. And a couple more that I would recommend would probably the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. It comes in a pink tube. Let me see if I still have one, because I just ran out of like my mascaras. Right now I'm using the Voluminous Lash Paradise. It's a pink bottle by L'Oreal. I'll put a better photo somewhere on screen. It can come as regular or waterproof. The waterproof ones are very, very hard to remove. I think I've sweated in them and they held up fine, but that's my experience. I don't know about other people's experience. I believe this one is around $7 to $8, so it's more than the $5 mark. And then let's see, it usually comes in black, blackest black. I don't think it has a brown color. These ones better for every day, more bang for your buck if it's every day. And then if you are looking more into colorful mascaras, another good one would be the Colourpop Volumizing Mascara. So these ones come in like a variety of colors. I have the Never Basic, which is like this pink color, or pink ink incorporated, and then Who's Ghosting Who, which is a red color, left on red. Oh, maybe they were just, oh, that's cool. And honestly, I use these when I want to do a more out there look, and they're very pigmented. I believe it does take a couple coats though. I would use 3 coats of one of them to build up the color. Especially the red one, you would need a couple coats, maybe 3 to 5, and then the pink one, 2 to 3 for the pink one. I did get them at different times, so maybe the batch was already like old for the red one, or maybe the batch for the pink one was newer, but letting you guys know. So if you're interested in a more colorful mascara, Colourpop got your back. In terms of, let's see, let me show you guys how I apply my mascara, my false lashes. Like, let me show you guys how I do it. So in terms of applying mascara, I typically So right now I'm currently using the Voluminous Lash Paradise from L'Oreal in waterproof. I also have this, which is a lash comb. It's nice to have, you don't necessarily need a lash comb, but it's nice to have one. Mainly because the comb allows you to brush your lashes so that if your lashes cling together, stick together, and you want a more individual lash look, you can comb it so that the mascara doesn't stick your lashes together. Another thing is a lash curler. Let me just grab it. There's a bunch of lash curlers around. I'm using the Japonesque high curl lash curler. And so what I do when I apply mascara to my lashes, I typically curl them first. And I know, hey, it's kind of intimidating and maybe a little terrifying to have a machine near your eyes or contraption near your eyes. So what I do is I have a mirror, and I have two mirrors. So I have my vanity and I have my smaller mirror. I make sure that the other mirror is in a different angle so that I'm not just seeing head on, I'm also seeing from the bottom up, so that I know how far my lash curler is from my actual lashes. So I look head on to just set the lashes. I look head on to basically know where I'm supposed to like align the lashes, and I look down to see how far the lash curler is from my eye. Okay, so once I have that, I just curl it. And I usually like do 12 pressing motions. And if you do want a more dramatic effect or a longer curl, you can also lift up and curl. Okay, let me apply the mascara. And when you do apply mascara, I've noticed that a lot of people open their mouths or they make weird faces, but hey, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Like, just make sure that you're safe doing it. And you can apply your mascara in different ways. You can do the straight method, which is basically just combing the lashes with mascara or coating them with mascara. You can do what I was doing, which is the zigzag motion, so that you can basically add more of the mascara to your lashes. You could also do the vertical method, wherein you're combing your lashes, but you're coating them more generously, because there's more of the mascara at the end than there is on the general periphery of this brush. Like, horizontally, there's just a lesser amount in comparison to this end, which has most of that mascara concentrated in one area. And let's see, there's also the blink method, wherein you're basically like blinking to apply mascara. It's cute, but I'd rather see how I'm applying my mascara. I also tend to focus more mascara on the ends, and then I brush the mascara in my inner corner as well, but the inner corner, of course, is gonna be brushed towards the inner corner, the nose area, basically, because I want to have like a more alive looking eyes, or more awake looking eyes. So there's that. And so in comparison, my lashes are definitely a little bit more noticeable with the mascara compared to no mascara. like trying to put the hair in there so you can see the difference. Is how, since I curled this side before I curled the lashes here before I applied the mascara, let me apply mascara and then curl it as well. So I guess you can just see it. So I applied mascara to this one, and now I'm just gonna let it dry a little bit. Mainly because I'm gonna dry it a little bit, mainly because I don't want to have too much mascara left on my curling wand. And the major difference, really, if you do, one of the major differences when you do this is that when you do curl your lashes after applying mascara, they tend to clump together, creating like this cartoon-ish, not actual cartoon eyelashes, but kind of close to it. In comparison to if you curl them and then apply the mascara later. And I just want to fix that because that's not the look I'm going for today. There you go. So that's typically how, the two ways I typically apply mascara. Next, another one that I wanted to tackle was false lashes. So false lashes, I'm pretty sure you've seen many influencers, many makeup gurus, you know, wear them to complete their look, or sometimes even save their eye look. It's used to add volume to eyelashes or bring attention to the eye look as well. It can come in natural, wherein the lashes are more light in terms of the hair strands on them. The length is more similar to your natural lashes, and there's only a light curve to it. So the natural lashes typically are the ones you'd see in Daiso. Daiso carries a lot of natural lashes, mainly because in Eastern Asian beauty, it's more about natural looking makeup looks. So makes sense, right? There's also the cat eye, wherein there's more lashes on the opposite ends, other ends, illusion of like taut eyes, and then or fox eyes, and there's a light curve to the lashes themselves. The longer lashes would be on the outer edges and shorter lashes would be more on the inner edges, and that's how it creates this cat eye effect because of the variation in the length of the lashes. I've seen some cat eye lashes. You can definitely see them in like Ulta, Sephora, any of like a CVS, Walmart. They're around. And of course, there's the dramatic. There are more lashes in general. Typically, there's more hair strands on them, and they're also, which makes it thicker, and then the lashes themselves are much longer. So, and they're very noticeable. They are dramatically curved, and they can come in different colors as well. They can come in pink, yellow, rainbow. And these ones, I believe there are some in Ulta, some in Sephora, but you'll probably have to buy them online to, like, in indie brands, because I don't really see them often on store shelves, which makes sense. Not a lot of people are looking for these like vibrant, dramatic lashes. If anything, people are probably looking for black lashes, but are dramatic in such a sense that the lashes are long. There's so many hairs on the lash band, and it's a thick lash. You can, so in terms of false lashes, you are going to need lash glue. This is important because those lashes are not just gonna stick on your eye and be on your eye. They need some coercion, they need some persuasion to stay on there. And typically eyelash glue, you can buy them almost anywhere, like beauty supply store, CVS, Walmart. You can buy them almost anywhere. Your Sephora, your local Ulta. And before you do apply the lashes to your eyelashes, to your actual natural lashes, you are going to need to trim them. You need to trim them so that they match your eyes, or they match the length of your lash line, your natural lash line. Because otherwise it can look droopy if it extends too far and you didn't like apply them going up. And if you apply them going up but there's like extra length to them, it's gonna look weird, mainly because there's gonna be hair in a location that is not where your natural lashes are, unless of course you are doing like a specific makeup look like drag. For drag makeup, you typically add a false lash on top of another false lash, and then apply it to your lash line. Depending on the look, typically it does go beyond the natural lash line, and some people just put eyeliner on top of it, or they recreate their whole eye shape. So again, unless you're doing something specific, you will need to trim your lashes. Typically align it to where your natural lashes start. So typically like a couple spaces right before the inner crease of your eye. Not immediately on top of it, but a little after it. Unless of course you want a more taut or a more dramatic look in such a way, that's why you're applying it all the way inside. And another thing is for comfort. You don't want the lash band to be irritating the inner corners of your eye, unless of course you're used to it. So if you're already like have much experience in creating eye looks that involve false lashes, then you probably don't even feel the lash glue anymore and the lash band itself when it's inside near your inner corner. But if you are starting out, I would not recommend putting it near your inner corner because it will irritate your skin, like the eyelid skin. When you do trim those lashes, you start from the outside. You don't trim from the inside. It's better to trim from the outside so that the look is more balanced, because if you do trim from the inside, you're trimming the shorter lashes that creates this natural gradation to the outer lashes. If you again trim the inside, it looks as if like there was no eyelashes and suddenly you have a full lash starting and extending out. So it looks kind of uneven, not balanced. So please trim from the outer edges where the longer lashes are. And then don't trim a lot at once. Maybe trim one eyelash strand at a time so you know how much you need for your false lashes. Oh, in terms of keeping your false lashes, make sure that your false lashes, you clean them after you use them. There's going to be remnants of glue on them. There's going to be remnants of makeup on them, and you don't want to irritation, you don't want to cause inflammation to your eyes or your eyelid. And it helps reduce the bacteria that can grow on it, any sort of irritants that may be on it. You're reducing that because you're keeping them clean, and you're also able to use your false lashes longer. Do ensure to store them in a dry place, and typically they last for like 3 months as well if you take care of them well. So let me show you guys how I apply false lashes. I typically have my glue ready. I grab one of the falsies, and I also make sure that they're clean, you know. Again, they're gonna go on my eyes. I don't want to cause irritation for my eyes. I first squeeze it to get like a small drop on my glue, and I just drag the glue drop all the way over to the end so that it's general even coating. Oh, that's better. Even coating all the way through. And then, but I do add a little bit more onto the inner corner of the lash compared to the outer corner, mainly because that's where the lash lifts for me. And then you want to wait until it gets a little gray. If you have the clear one, it'll turn a little gray, and that's when you know you should apply it to your lash. Dead looking gray, because that means the glue's already dry. So just when it's starting to turn gray. If you are applying the black one, it should change. It should change color. Like when you apply the glue, it looks dark gray, and then it'll become a little bit more grayer when it's ready to be applied onto your lashes. I'm going to turn a little bit like blue-gray. I first get it aligned to the middle portion of my lash. So I use my 2-mirror system again. So I first apply it in the middle. I set the lash directly in the middle of my eye, and then I apply the outer one to my lash line and the inner one to my inner lash line. After that, I squeeze them together to basically combine the false lash to the real lash, and I just wait for it to dry completely. So this is the one with the false lash, and this is the one without any lashes, or false lashes. It does take a lot of practice to be able to apply false lashes like really like easy, like what I did basically. And don't worry, practice takes time and you'll get there. Just don't hesitate to keep on practicing. So in terms of my recommendations for false lashes, if you are just gonna use regular false lashes, I would recommend, give me one moment, like if you're on a budget, I would recommend getting the Kiss Lash Glue. It can be the Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe in clear, or you can get their typical ones, which is in black and clear. I'll put a photo of it. I'll put a photo of these like in the screen. And then in terms of the false lashes themselves, I'd recommend getting them from Shopmissa or Shopmissa for, I believe, let's see, I think it's like $6. You can get a 6-pack for your false lashes, which is definitely cheap compared to other lash companies that sell one lash for $6, and they're a good quality type of false lashes. The band is a little thinner than other false lashes like of Kiss or Ardell, but it's a sturdy band, and I typically reuse these. So even if the band is thin, just make sure to clean it after each use, store it away properly, and you're gonna be fine. Another thing that I also wanted to talk about was magnetic false lashes. So magnetic false lashes, they actually are similar to false lashes, but with a key difference. They use magnets in the lash band, and then the eyeliner itself, it has some metal particulates in there so that it attracts the magnets on the lash band to adhere to your lash line via the magnetic liner. Typically they come in cat eye and dramatic. I haven't really seen any more of the natural looking lashes when using a magnetic false lash component. Let's see, you can trim the lashes, but be warned that the less magnets you have on your false lashes, the more likely they won't stay in place. So try to avoid cutting a magnet on the lashes off. And other than that, again, you follow the same things, like store them in a dry place, keep them clean. It'll typically last 3 months. So let me show you guys how I apply the magnetic lashes. I make sure to shake it so that the magnetic eyeliner is a good coating all around the wand. Okay. And it's basically like applying eyeliner. I typically just start from the inner corner and line all the way through to the outer edge. So again, in terms of an eyeliner, it's really good. It's thick, it's black, it's really good as an eyeliner. The issue is with the lashes staying on the eyeliner. So I'll be using Charm. Actually, yeah, let me show you Charm. Charm is the more natural of the two. So I've been using both of these for at least a month, and I don't know if you can see, but the magnet on this is coming off. Like, it's coming off, which is understandable, but again, this is supposed to last for at least 3 months, and it started coming off my second time using it, and I've just been kind of folding it back to its place. And it's honestly the same principle, except that you want the liner to dry first. You're also going to need a generous amount on it. So if you can see, I did a thick liner on here. It needs to be a relatively thick liner application, not the thin, not a thin line. It has to be a thick line that is basically close to the width of the magnet on here. That was the best application method I noticed, because when I did do a thin line, that's when the magnet here just rejected it after like an hour. So I set it up wherein the middle magnet is going to go immediately to the middle of my eyelash, and that was it. I honestly just put the middle one and all the rest follows down. It's just the amount of time that the false lash is going to stay on your eye isn't superb. It's not going to be more than 3 hours if you did a thick application. I don't know why. I tried maybe just doing it on my bare eyelid, with my eyelid with makeup on, and unfortunately after 3 hours the magnets on the lashes give up and you'll have to reapply the whole thing. So you'll apply more eyeliner and then apply the magnets again on top of that. I don't know if maybe 3 hours is the mark or the amount of time that the magnetic liner lasts, but that's very weird. I'm just saying, but you know, the magnets on my fridge, they're not going anywhere once they're stuck on the fridge. You know, if you pull them off of the fridge, then yeah, they're off the fridge. But again, like, why? they are interesting. I think magnetic false lashes need more time to develop. I actually was using the Kiss magnetic lashes in Charm and in Tempt, and I gave them a good like 1 month each trial run, and unfortunately for some reason the inner corner magnets tend to just clip off even when I applied a generous amount of the eyeliner. The eyeliner itself, beautiful, like it's an awesome eyeliner, but it's supposed to act as an adhesive. The adhesive portion of it, not so good. Or maybe it's the magnets on the magnetic lashes themselves that isn't so good. The magnets after 3 hours, they tend to kind of lift up and don't want to be close to the magnetic liner anymore. So you'd have to fix it and reapply it after 3 hours, which isn't which is more trouble than it's worth compared to a regular false lash where you use the glue and the false lash and it will stay on there for most of the day. And I believe I spent like I got these on sale, so I don't remember the sale price, but I remember it was cheaper than the original price, which was, I believe, $7 for the lashes and then $10 for the magnetic liner. So that's $16 just for these two things, in comparison to the regular false lashes, which I believe this one was $5 and this one was $6. And if I only had one of these, that would be $1, which is much cheaper in comparison and works better in comparison. But yeah, I think that the magnetic lashes still need more time to develop and fix whatever kinks they have in the formulation and the structure of it to be more effective, honestly. If you do have a different experience than mine in regards to the magnetic lashes, so far I've only used the Kiss magnetic lashes and the Kiss magnetic eyeliner. I will be trying out the Glamnetic magnetic lash system once it comes in the mail. But yeah, again, as of right now, magnetic lashes not doing so good in comparison to the regular like falsies. But that's okay, you know. We all live and we learn. Again, if you have a different experience from me, please let me know. Like, educate. Let's share the information. I hope that this little short video was informative, was fun, and yeah, I hope to see you guys soon. Peace.